Hello everyone and welcome back to Storytime Extras. This is the end of these stories. It's disappointing to hear. We've been through a long journey. I forgot to mention some stuff from school or it wasn't read properly, so that's why the title is called Storytime Extras. Let's get into it. When I was in 3rd grade, I was ready to go transition to Mr. White's classroom. I noticed something was wrong here. I felt something on the right side of my face. There was a huge rash. I hid the rash by covering it with my shirt. I got to his classroom. After he was finished with the lesson, I started to do my work. Mr. White was acting suspicious. He came up to me and then he said,
"What is that on your face? Let me see. Do you need to go to the nurse? Insert real name here. Here's the nurse pass."
I walked to the nurse and the nurse questioned why I was here. I told her that I had a rash on my face. The nurse said,
"Unfortunately, you are going to have an early dismissal because of that. I will call Mr. White now. Thank you for your time."
I went back to Mr. White's classroom and he told me to pack up. I went to Mrs. Brooks' classroom. That was my main homeroom teacher. After I packed my backpack, the intercom came on and the woman said,
"Insert real name here for early dismissal."
Wow, you're so lucky. I wish I could go home early. Bye, insert real name here. See you tomorrow.
That's not fair. Damn it. I hate my life.
"Nobody fucking asked you, Billy. Shut the hell up, you coward."
Wow. You're so mean. I don't have nothing else to say now because I'm just a robot voice. I don't have nothing else to say. Moving on to you.
You said I have nothing else to say twice. Whatever. I'm not going to waste my time on you anymore. When I was in 4th grade we were doing stations. I transitioned into a teacher's class. I forgot what her name was. She was talking about genders or something else like that. She said the word sex. I was wondering if that was a bad word. Obviously it's not, but I didn't understand that. I asked if sex was a bad word. She responded,
Don't be silly. Sex isn't a curse word unless you make it that way. Sex is a different term for gender, male or female. Do you get it now? Okay, anyways.
That was really awkward when I questioned her that. Next one. I don't know what grade I was in. I went to the nurse because my stomach was hurting really badly. Before I went I told him or her that my stomach was hurting badly.
Are you alright, insert real name here? Do you need to go to the nurse office? Okay, don't forget your pass on the way out.
I walked downstairs to the nurse's office and she questioned me. I told her that my stomach was hurting. She told me to go lay down in the bed. No, not an actual bed that you have in your bedroom. It was the bed that the hospitals have. I got in the bed and I relaxed for a while. My time was up. My stomach wasn't hurting that much anymore. I went back to the teacher's classroom and continued working. Remember how I said people judge me for how I talk? Yeah, it happened in a nurse room again. The nurse told me to calm down once I started talking. What do you mean calm down? I'm calm the whole time. What the actual fuck is she on? She's the one being an asshole and she kept telling me to stop talking to her like that. I am talking normal. I'm not raising my voice at her. I don't know what's up with her. Every once in a while this always happens when I talk. Do they need hearing aids? For fuck's sakes, why can't I talk without anybody being a dick about my voice? It's fucking annoying. The last day of hell on December 20th, 2019. We were all called down for an assembly for challenges and games, etc. I picked where I wanted to sit. I sat next to someone and she said,
"You, no. Get away. Hey, save a spot for me, Alice."
What? Why did she have to move far away from me to sit next to her quote-unquote lovely friend? I'm not bothering anyone. What the fuck is her problem? I don't know what I did to deserve this. I started crying after she moved next to her ugly, atrocious friend. She didn't have to move away from me. I would mind my own business and watch the kids and teachers doing challenges with her sitting next to me, but no, she has to be a fucking douchebag and move away from me. God, I don't understand these kids. Thanks a lot to her, I was in a bad mood for the rest of the assembly. All of a damn sudden, the teacher called my name and said,
Insert real name here. Want to come up here and start the game with us? No? Alright.
I have stage fright and I hate coming up in front of everyone in the entire assembly. Fuck all of that. I'm the shy and quiet kid in the school. What do I do if online hell comes up? Do I say whatever I want and troll the teachers because we're actually not at school? Hell, I might do that. We'll see. I was secretly recording in class in 6th grade. I hid my phone under my shirt or hoodie and they never found out. I will probably be able to publish it for you to see. If the school doesn't find out, which is highly unlikely. In PE class, I was playing kickball. I didn't want to play kickball. That was my least favorite game to do in PE because I will get confused sometimes and I don't even know if I'm in or out. I was next in line. I miskicked the ball several times and I finally kicked the ball. I ran to a spot and stayed there. I didn't realize that I was out. A person next to me said,
Hey, you are out.
I was pissed. I didn't know how I got out in the first place. I went to the back of the line and played as normal until the end of the period. We were allowed to have phones in class in 3rd grade. I don't think I had my phone with me. People in the back were doing Musical.ly. John said to come over and asked me if I wanted to do a Musical.ly with them. I agreed to do so. Musical.ly was way better than TikTok. TikTok is basically Musical.ly but worse. I was in tutorial with Mr. Klassen in 6th grade. I was hiding my phone under my shirt and I started playing Roblox. I was minding my own business until 2 girls started to
Hey, insert real name here. You're looking ugly today.
Hi. Insert real name here. Am I your friend? Yay. She hates you, innocents. Holy shit.
I'm kidding, insert real name here. You are pretty. Are we friends? Hello? She doesn't want to talk to me now.
Stop trying to start with me. I'm trying to be quiet and do what I usually do when I'm finished with my homework. Don't they have anything better to do than make fun of me? Leave me the hell alone. They obviously are attention seekers. I was uncomfortable and I didn't pay any mind to those morons. 6th grade again in ELA class, I was really uncomfortable with my hair. I didn't like the way it looked. I covered my hair with my hood. The same girl that was teasing me in class said,
Take your head off, insert real name here. You are not allowed to have your head up.
You're not the boss of me. Are you the teacher? I guess you're not. Mind your own fucking business and stop bullying me for no damn reason. My hood wasn't all the way up on my head. You still managed to be nosy and tell me that. She did the same exact thing in social studies class. I decided to take off my hood. I really regretted it. The girl behind me said,
Your hair though, it's ugly. Stop trying.
Stop trying with what? I didn't try anything. I didn't do my hair. Someone else did. See what I mean by this bullshit? I can't have peace and quiet in school without people teasing and bullying me. I am happy she stopped bullying me. I bet she regretted her actions towards me. When I was walking to tutorial, I saw zebra spells. She was holding a folder and then I told someone that she keeps staring at us. Alia said, Who? The one with the folder. Alia looked outside the door and then she said,
Who is that? She's weird as fuck. She keeps staring at us. What are you staring at? Back off.
Zebra Spells looked like she was about to say something. She's a total pussy. At lunch, Zebra Spells was crying like a bitch. I don't know why. I was laughing at her. The principal asked her to go somewhere. I couldn't tell what she was saying. Maybe Zebra Spells got into some trouble. I don't care about her. People would always say tag whether the smartboard would have an error. This happened almost all the time. Kids don't do that in my class no more. Once the teacher presses the button on the screen each time, They would always say tag. I thought it was kind of hilarious. Those were the good old days. I have nightmares sometimes about school. One time it was dark outside and I didn't know how to get home. I walked to the school and pressed the button so it had a signal that someone was trying to get in. They accepted and I opened the door. I went to the main office. I told them to call my parents because they would be worried about me. They called my parents and my parents were on their way. Before I got in the school, there was another dimension where there was a car dealer shop and a price chopper nearby. There was a portal from there to near my school. My parents arrived and they took me back home. I woke up confusingly. Another nightmare. I was trapped in that hellhole until morning time. I asked Mrs. Raccoon if I can go to the bathroom.
Yes, you may. Hurry though, the school will be closed in about 1 minute.
I quickly went to the bathroom and when I was done doing my business, I ran to the front door. Uh-oh. The door was locked from the outside. I couldn't go back outside. All of the doors were locked. I had no other choice but to stay the night. The lights turned off also. Luckily, I had a flashlight with me. I ran to the 3rd floor into another classroom. The classroom had a beanbag, pillows, and blankets. I moved the beanbag behind the bookcase so nobody could see me. I put my head under the blanket and I played games on my phone. I thought I heard a voice saying,
"We're coming for you. We're coming for you. It's already too late. Don't look back."
I was like hell to the motherfucking no. I shut my phone off and quickly fell asleep. Last quote-unquote nightmare in school. I was going to my next class and I started to run because I was running late. A person said to me,
"Could you move out of the way? Stop running. The bell didn't ring yet, you idiot."
I told her to shut the fuck up and another teacher heard me across the hall. Her face seemed familiar. I didn't know what her name is. She told me to come with her and I sat across from her. She told me,
"That's really disrespectful. You don't need to cry. I know you're a good student. Tell me why you said a curse word."
I couldn't get a single word out of my mouth. I knew the trick. I closed my eyes tightly and pinched myself. I suddenly woke up in my bed. I am glad I made it out of that nightmare. Whenever I get nervous or really scared, I close my eyes and pinch myself to get out of that dream. This is it. That's the end of the story time. It's been great having you here. I will see you people soon. Goodbye, warriors.